Have you ever looked at a beautifully decorated room and thought, wow, perfection? Sometimes though, the details are actually in what you don't see. So if you're curious as to what I am talking about, just keep on watching. Hi there, and welcome back to another edition of Real Design Your Home with me, Jen the Homefluencer. On this channel, we meet at the intersection of real everyday people like you and me and aesthetically pleasing interior design, which is why we call it Real Design. One of the things that we go over on this channel are tips and tricks, and that is actually what we'll be talking about today. Another mission on this channel is to have the understanding of what goes into the mentality of behind interior design so that together we can all be real designers. I invite you to join the Real Design family and come back every single Wednesday for our weekly video uploads. All right, real designers, let's get into it. I'm really excited to get into this topic with you here today because I feel like it's something that you don't hear a lot about. We are not going to be focused on the large scale design elements that you normally think of that makes a room beautiful. These are really the smaller items that almost blend into a space. These examples that I'm going to be going over today are really not meant to be beautiful or artsy in their own way in any way. Their whole purpose is to almost act as a camouflage, if you will, and blend into the background so that they can serve their purpose while also not distracting your eye away from the rest of the beautiful space. And what you'll find as we go through a few of these items is these are often the everyday human necessity items. And because of that, we often don't think about, design when we're thinking of picking these items up or when we're decorating a room. Every one of us here really would have a different list of these types of things in our home, which is why today I'm not going to spend a ton of time. You can get an idea of what the heck I'm even talking about and maybe have it top of mind the next time you have to pick one of these items up, because these are often items that you probably are going to purchase more than once. I'm going to just quickly high level go over a few of these things for a couple of the common spaces in our house, like the kitchen, bathroom, living room, and then I will show you a couple of spaces in my home where I've kind of uniquely applied this, and obviously you would have spaces in your home where you would uniquely apply this as well. So let's get started, and we're going to start with the kitchen. Probably the top three that come to mind for me in the kitchen are something like your dish rag, your dish towels, and trash can. Let's just say you have a beautiful kitchen. We'll just pick on the color red. Love the color red, nothing wrong with it. But let's just say your dish towel or your dish rag that maybe hangs over your faucet is like a bright red, but your kitchen is like an olive green and a nice tan and kind of a, like a cool tone brown color, because you simply think, oh, I need dish towels and I have these ones. They really kind of automatically draw your eye right there, and it likely distracts from the rest of the beauty of your kitchen. Another one that I feel like I've seen a lot is the kitchen trash can, and I'd be specifically talking about the kitchen trash cans that aren't in a cabinet. So when you unfortunately don't have that cabinet space and it does have to sit out, that's actually how my trash can is. So I have a stainless steel trash can in my kitchen because I have stainless steel appliances. So, of course it is a trash can sitting out and that's not ideal, but it at least kind of blends into the general aesthetic. I feel like I've often seen beautiful kitchens with kind of one of those like white plastic trash cans that really just doesn't go with the space at all. Another one here that I can kind of piggyback off is stainless steel. Not that everything has to be stainless steel, right? But if you have stainless steel appliances and you're gonna have a coffee maker that sits out, maybe consider making it a stainless steel coffee maker versus, I don't know, some random color of one that you've had for years, but doesn't go into the general aesthetic of your kitchen. If you have napkins, let's just say sitting out somewhere in your kitchen, I'll just keep picking on the same color scheme here. Your kitchen is the color scheme we mentioned, and you have bright red napkins sitting out. You know, now you almost have a red vibe going on in your kitchen, I guess, but I think you guys understand my point. Let's move on to the living room. I feel like one of the things that I see often are blankets, and these are usually blankets that might be kind of folded and stacked in a certain area in the living room versus kind of draped out. Usually the ones that people have draped out do match the design aesthetic. But again, if you kind of have frumpy old blankets sitting in the corner of your living room, it probably could be drawing away from the beautiful otherwise space. Everyday totes and storage bins, I think, are another area that often gets overlooked. Not that they all have to be beautiful. If they are beautiful, it will definitely add to the design. But at least if they blend in, that's the key here to this whole video. As long as they blend in and they don't distract that eye when you're looking over a room, that is the key here. You don't want to stop the eye. Another one for the living room, really any room in your house, would be blinds. You know, sometimes I think you move into a new house and obviously the blinds are already up, but you know, they probably likely don't match what you're going to do, but you just leave them up because they serve a purpose, all that kind of stuff. They could be distracting from the rest of your beautiful room design. Picture frames, those are another one. I feel like those are tough because I know in my personal life, I've gotten them as a gift a fair amount. And you know, it's always challenging, so it's like you want to use them, but they might not fit in with the design of the room and might be one of the culprits as to what we're talking about here. The last thing I'll mention for living rooms, maybe this is overkill, maybe this is just me, that's okay, that's okay. Coasters. You know, I'm picky about coasters. I've bought probably so many sets of coasters on Etsy, I can't even tell you, because I was very specifically looking for them to fit into a design that I had for a room. At minimum, again, make sure they don't distract. Make sure it's not that neon yellow in with the rest of your very different vibed living room. Let's just take a brief pause real quick, because I want to invite you to comment down below some of the things that you have already done in your house that kind of fits into what we're talking about here. Because as I said before, there's not a definitive list to this. And I also invite you to use the like-dislike feature down below as almost like your vote to what you thought of this content, because it will help me shape the future things that I show for you on this channel, because I like to think of this as our space and our channel together. I just wanted to mention a few quick things here for the bathroom that really are items that we probably buy somewhat on the regular. So those are things like tissues, soap, air fresheners, candles. So the next time you're shopping for any of those things, think about the color scheme that you have going on in your bathroom. So if I'm at the grocery store and I need to get a new box of tissues and I don't have a tissue box cover, they come in certain designs and some of them are hideous and some of them are acceptable and some of them are actually maybe kind of cute. I would at least pick a design that is with the color scheme of my bathroom that I'm going to be putting that tissue box. Is that overkill? Maybe. But
it looks better.
Same thing with soaps. If I'm there at Bath and Body Works going through all the soaps, I'm likely to probably get a white, clear, or maybe a blue soap so that again, it all just kind of blends in. And for my last portion here, I just wanted to talk about a few little, probably overkill things, more unique to maybe something that I've done, because I at least wanted to take this like one step further. So here on this bathroom wall where we hang our towels and of course our robes, I went kind of the next step to make sure that I had a black towel wrap and a black robe to hang here. Do I have hot pink robes and purple things? Yes, but the design aesthetic of my bathroom is black and white. Makeup brushes obviously come in a ton of different colors, but for my makeup vanity over here in this bathroom, wanted them to be minimal so it doesn't distract. So some of us like those nice little bathroom wipes. The box that they come in isn't always cute. I actually found these on Amazon, so it's black, it blends right in. We have this little coffee station here in our bedroom. I wanted to make sure everything was like kind of black, white, muted. One specific example here is I made sure to seek out black stirrers. You know, I think these often come in red or other colors, and I simply was not accepting of that color. They needed to be black.
I told you I'm a little crazy.
And then we have this step stool here that we keep next to this mini fridge. If you ever go to Home Goods, I mean, they're just all tons of different colors. Again, I wanted it to either be white or black because the whole idea is it just sits here folded up. I don't want you to be able to see that it's a step stool, and I wanted it to just completely blend right in with the rest of our bedroom. So there we have it. That wraps up our tips for today about designing and how sometimes it's a little bit in what you don't see. If you did actually like this video and felt that you got value from it, please hit the like button down below because that actually also tells YouTube to share it with other people. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so before you leave. That way, every single Wednesday, we can kind of roll up our sleeves and do some real designing together. If you happen to be interested in hanging out more, I actually do have a second channel here on YouTube.
Taking our lead while I saw us out in the backseat.
I really appreciate the time we spent together here today, and I will see you soon next Wednesday.